Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy, Psalms 31 verse 5. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Answer. Luke chapter 23 verse 46. And when Jesus had cried with a loud voice, he said, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit, and having said thus, he gave up the ghost. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy, Genesis 3 verse 15. Seed of a woman, virgin birth. Answer. Matthew chapter 1 verse 18. Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise, when as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Ghost. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy, Isaiah 9 verse 6. The Counselor, Yachts. Answer. Matthew chapter 13 verse 54. And when he was come into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished, and said, Whence hath this man this wisdom, and these mighty works? Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy, Job 19 verse 23. The resurrection predicted. Answer. John chapter 5 verses 24 to 29. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth on him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live. For as the Father hath life in himself, so hath he given to the Son to have life in himself. And hath given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming, in the which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice. And shall come forth, they that have done good, unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil, unto the resurrection of damnation. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy, Isaiah 11 verse 4. Judge in righteousness. Answer. Acts chapter 17 verse 31. Because he hath appointed a day, in the which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he hath ordained, whereof he hath given assurance unto all men, in that he hath raised him from the dead. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy, Isaiah 59 verse 16. He would come to provide salvation. Answer. John chapter 6 verse 40. And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son, and believeth on him, may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy, Isaiah 53 verse 5. Bears penalty for mankind's iniquities. Answer. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 21. For he hath made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy. Isaiah 53 verse 8. Killed. Answer. Matthew chapter 27 verse 35. And they crucified him, and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, they parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy. Isaiah 40 verse 11. A shepherd, compassionate life giver. Answer. John chapter 10 verses 10 to 18. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth, because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold, and one shepherd. Therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life, that I might take it again. No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. Find the New Testament fulfillment in Jesus for this Old Testament prophecy. Song of Solomon 5 verse 16. The altogether lovely one. Answer. John chapter 1 verse 17. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ.